We hear a lot how we need to exude more effort into our goals, or we need to do more to get what we want out of any pursuit that we're trying to go on, or any endeavor we are pursuing. And I've heard this before where people will say if someone isn't accomplishing their goals or accomplishing the task that they're trying to achieve, that they have an effort problem. They must not be working hard enough. They must not know what true effort feels like. They must not know what true exertion feels like. And on one hand, that could be true. Some people need to learn what effort and exertion feels like. I do believe effort and exertion is a skill to be honed, and it is a skill to understand and navigate the discomfort that comes with effort and exertion and hard work. But I also find myself asking another question where it might not be so obvious, but it might be something that's a bit more underlying. Is it really a effort problem, or is it really an honesty problem? What I'm alluding to is a lot of things that are very meaningful to us. Of course, we got to work hard for them, and we got to be consistent and persistent in our efforts. Those same aspirations and those same goals we really want for ourselves should also be something that is very meaningful to us and is very rooted in our core values or our core ethics. In, maybe it's a manifestation of an expression or an extension beyond ourselves. And through that extension and expression of ourselves, this also means that it shouldn't feel super challenging to reach such a goal, as in there shouldn't be so much resistance. In my opinion, if something feels very straining and it feels like you're white knuckling something all the time, it might not be an effort problem, it might not be an exertion problem, but it might be an honesty problem with yourself. Is this something you truly want? Is this endeavor or this aspiration you have, is it something that's truly rooted from yourself, and you've meditated on this, you've sat with it, it's something that speaks to you? Or is this a goal, or is this a aspiration that has come from outside of you, that maybe it's what you think you need, but it's not really what you need, because you're under the impression that other people have attained this goal, so maybe it must mean that you need the same goal for you as well. I believe this goes into a much deeper discussion as well with discipline, and why some people, even though on the outside it looks like what they do is so hard, to them looks effortless. I also believe a lot of discipline comes from honesty and what you really want. When it's something you truly want and something that is aligned with you, that discipline, that effort, and that exertion might not feel as challenging or straining as much as something that doesn't really speak to you. And that's why there's such a tension in that pursuit. I believe this is why it's important to really sit down with yourself and know yourself, to really understand what you want and what your goals are and what your aspirations are. Is it truly something stemming from within, or is it truly something from an outside influence that might not speak to you as much as something internally? And I'm not here to tell you the answer. I think this is something you have to sit with yourself, because nobody knows what you want. Maybe it's not an effort problem, but maybe it's a honesty problem with yourself.